So we were studying about the economic importance of fungi. We have already discussed about the different economic importance of fungi like wine and beverage industry, and also we have discussed the importance of fungi in the field of baking industry. Today we will see the cheese making industry. So I hope what you all love to eat cheese. Okay, so cheese is the product. Cheese is also the product of the fungi. Okay, so cheese is a dairy product. Dairy product, it means it is obtained from the milk and milk products. So it is derived from the milk. It is produced in wide range of flavors and textures. You must have seen in the market the cheese is available in different flavors and textures. Cheese is formed by the coagulation of the milk protein, that is casein. So which milk protein is in milk? Which protein is there? That is casein protein, and this casein protein is coagulated and it is present in the cheese. The nutrient quality of the cheese is what? It comprises of high quality of proteins, fats, which is obtained from the milk, as well as the minerals like calcium, phosphorus, vitamin A and vitamin B. So these are the different types of nutrients present in the cheese. Okay. Then usually the milk of cow, buffalo, goat or sheep is used in the production of milk, and this milk is used in the production of cheese. Now we will see the different steps in the manufacturing of cheese. So first step in the manufacturing of cheese is what? Curdling. So by the help of the curdling bacteria, that is the lactobacillus bacteria, the milk is converted into curd, and then the curd is separated from whey. Whey is what? When the curd is separated from the liquid component. So in rural areas you must have seen the curd is tied in the piece of a cloth and it is hanged. So when it is tied in the piece of cloth very tightly and it is hanged, whatever would be the liquid component of the curd will be separated out. So this is how the curdling of the milk is done, and then the curd is separated from the whey. Whey is the liquid component of the curd. Then there is next step is processing of curd. So what is done in the processing of curd? The moisture is removed. Okay, whatever moisture, apart from whey, some moisture may be left in the curd. So that moisture is removed at this stage, and at this stage this curd is known as cottage cheese. Now the third step is salting. As you know, when excess salt is added to the curd, whatever moisture will be there, that will be removed by the process of exo-osmosis, that you will study about the osmosis in standard 10. So when there will be higher concentration of salt, okay, on this side, and lower concentration of salt on this side, that is in the curd. Okay, so and the water will be high on this side and the water level on this side will be low. This side is for curd and this side is for salt. Okay, so what will happen? The water will move from higher concentration towards the lower concentration. Any physical movement occurs from its higher level towards the lower level, so the water will move from its higher concentration towards the lower concentration, and this is how the moisture is removed by the help of the salting. Then the last and the final step in cheese manufacturing is ripening, where this curd now is kept at the suitable temperature and at a particular humidity. So whatever microorganisms with lactobacillus, like the different forms of fungi, is added at the first step, will add different flavors to the cheese. So the last step is known as the ripening of the cheese. Okay, now here is different varieties of the cheese of different flavors. So this is all for today. Next class we will be starting with the mushroom cultivation.